Hi friends, my name is Emily and welcome back to my channel. On the day that I am filming this, it is August 17th and it's just sort of hit me that we are almost done summer. We are quickly moving into fall. I set this TBR for myself at the beginning of the year. So I thought today I would go through and I would try and pick one book from each of my subcategories that I would like to 100% read before the end of the year. I'm gonna hold myself accountable to this. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video where I revisit this video at the end of the year. Did I read these 5 books? I need some motivation. So I had 5 categories, 5 books to reread: literary fiction, genre fiction, children's lit, and non-fiction. I'm actually doing pretty okay with the 5 books to reread. There are actually only 2 options. One is The Chrysalids by John Wyndham, and the other is Trickster's Choice by Tamora Pierce, which is part of a larger project that I've gotten stalled on, which is rereading all of Tamora Pierce's books in publication order. So I think what I'm going to prioritize is actually rereading The Chrysalids by John Wyndham. So this was my first John Wyndham. This is actually my mother's copy of the book from high school, and I read it in high school, and I honestly don't remember much about this other than it involves folks with physical differences, so like limb difference. I'm not sure if other sort of disabilities as well, being like booted from society, and I believe we are focusing on folks in that group that's been booted out of society, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. And this book unhelpfully does not have any sort of synopsis on it. This I would like to 100% tick off this TBR. From literary fiction, I actually have quite a large list. Some of them are grouped for specific videos. So if I were to pick just one out of the general fiction, the one that's really calling to me right now is The Dark Library by Cyril Martinez, translated by Joseph Patrick Stanzel. Libraries are magical places, but what if they're even more magical than we know? In this library, the books are alive, not just their ideas or their stories, but the books themselves. I just think this is going to be fun and probably satirical, maybe poking fun at the book industry, at like libraries, and it's not that big. So definitely doable, just like The Chrysalids, not that big. So if I can pick one general fiction and like not touch anything else off this list, The Dark Library. That is the one that I want to 100% get to. I have started but not finished one of the pieces of genre fiction. I have been working on this from this TBR all year. Now technically this is 3 novels in one bind-up, and I have read the first novel and a majority of the second novel. I would like to finish Lilith's Brood by Octavia E. Butler. So the reason that this is difficult is humans have destroyed our planet, and an alien race called the Oankali, who are gene traders, have preserved humans because they value some genetic anomalies that we have, and they have repaired the damage to our planet. They've kept us in stasis, and now they are interbreeding with humans. And there are a lot of questions about humanity and what is innate to humans, what makes us humans. And on the one hand, you're like, oh yeah, what this alien race is doing totally makes sense. Like, we are pretty fucking shit at not being selfish, but then at the same time, what the aliens are doing, there's not a lot of agency, right? It's one of those things where it's not an easy read, it's an enjoyable read. It's difficult reading, it's engaged reading, and I want it to be engaged reading, so I have to have like a specific amount of time for it. So I'm going to make an effort to finish this bind-up. It is phenomenal. It is a mindfuck of a read. So then my little subsection that I have here is children's lit, and I have 3 books there. I've crossed one off already, and I have Amari and the Night Brothers and Hunting by Stars. And you know what? I feel like because this is children's lit, I should strive to eliminate the whole category. So Amari and the Night Brothers, I actually don't know what it's about. It was just popular on BookTube. Everybody and their mother has gotten hyped on this piece of middle grade, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I kind of want to be surprised by it. The second one on this list is Hunting by Stars by Sherry Demaline. This is the sequel to The Marrow Thieves, which is a like dystopian future, like a near dystopian future in which white folks are harvesting the bone marrow of indigenous folks because they have lost the ability to dream. It's set on the land now known as Canada, and it's about indigenous communities coming together. I knew there was room for a sequel, but I wasn't expecting a sequel at the end of The Marrow Thieves. I do enjoy Demeline's writing, so I am excited to see what she's doing. I'm gonna finish this. I am gonna finish this part of the TBR. Then I have nonfiction, and I've only read 1 out of 6 pieces of nonfiction on this list. And there's one that I really, really want to read, and there's one that's a project. I feel like there are a couple that I threw in here because I was like, these will be easy to get through. And then there are like 2 that are like important. And those 2 are Dear Genius, The Letters of Ursula Nordstrom, which I'm working on a video series for. I have planned out, I have like a notion that I'm working on building the videos for. So to actually finish this biography is important. And the other one is Shirley Jackson's A Rather Haunted Life by Ruth Franklin. And so this I can't read, because spoilers, until I finish the other 2 Shirley Jackson novels that I am missing. So I've read almost all of her works except for 2. It's a little bit dry, but I should suck it up and finish Dear Genius before the end of the year. Should I pull that down? I'm going to make this happen before the end of the year. I have picked 1 from each category and then decided to knock out the smallest category. Can I do that? I genuinely hope so. We have the rest of August, September, October, November, December. So if I did 1 of these books a month for the next 5 months, I can complete the parts of my TBR that I am marking as the most important, the most exciting. Do let me know if you have read any of these books, your thoughts on them. I do want to let you know that at the end of August, Wednesday, August 31st at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am hosting a live stream to talk about the very small fantasy novella Silver in the Wood by Emily Tesh. This is open to everyone on YouTube, and we will be discussing this together. This is a very quick little read, very atmospheric. It's a queer romance? Question mark? Queer themes, definitely. I'm starting to get the wheels turning with putting together show notes for this. We can talk about folklore, we can talk about environmentalism, we can talk about queerness, we can talk about subversion in fairy tales, and I would love to hear what you have to say about this, to chat about this text. So if you are interested, please join us on Wednesday, August 31st at 7:30 p.m. EST. Before we go, we have to thank my patrons who make videos like this possible. I really appreciate the work that they enable me to do. The voting tier gets to pick books. There's an early access tier who get to see these videos a week ahead. And then there are some patron exclusive videos that are open to everybody at all tiers. There are patron exclusive live streams. We're reading through Stephen King's works in publication order right now. It's the Red Rum Book Club. The book that we are next reading for the Red Rum Book Club is Cujo, which I'm excited to chat to everybody about. So yeah, there's more content over there for patrons if you are at all interested in supporting the channel. I hope you are all doing well, that you are staying safe, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!